This is a special day because we got 2 MJXs in the mail. An itty bitty one and a huge one. Now I did review the last MJX rally car, 1/7 scale, and it's one of my favorite cars of the year. It's the Citroen C3. Actually, I'll bring it over here because hopefully there's a few differences besides just the body, I don't know. I even compared it to the similarly sized and quite a bit more expensive King Motors. And in most categories, especially value, this one came out on top. This guy is going to be a video on my second channel, which is called Derby City Plus. The one place I'm hoping for maybe an improvement, or at least the main place I'm hoping, is speed. I think it was 37 miles an hour on that. And for a rally car that's designed for off-road, 37 miles an hour is plenty when it's, it's not smooth. It works great on-road too, and that's where I really wanted that higher speed. Now, I'm not necessarily expecting it to be faster. I'm expecting it's likely gonna be the same, but at the same time, I'm very curious to see. It's really cool that you now have a choice between a bright red and a bright blue. While it has nothing to do with these cars, those are the 2 main rivaling colleges in my area, red and blue. Oh, that's magnetic now. Okay, so that's an improvement already. It's easy to misalign the side of this body. In this one, you have to line up these little grabbers, and it was easy to accidentally just get it inside the side of the chassis instead of in these slots designed for it. I love when we find improvements on stuff. I think that's the coolest thing, especially in a relatively short amount of time. Yep, all right, awesome. There's our off-road rally tires, and I think they're a different tread pattern. Nope, same tread pattern. Owner's manual, obviously they're gonna have all your parts lists and exploded diagrams in here, just like all MJX models. Plastic wheel nut wrench for the 17 millimeters, and the same newer controller that we've been seeing from them. So, 1/7 scale gives you your VW license right on the bottom of the chassis. Right there. That's where I've seen it before. Oh! I didn't even notice that. They also went to clipless body design. So this one had your standard body pins. This one has a, I guess it's just in the rear. So clipless design along with maggots. My daughter calls magnets maggots, and it's so funny. This rear differential is definitely not over loose. Actually, I think that was the same with this one. It felt like they actually put fluid in it. Ooh, front's even tighter. Oh yeah. How about the center? Because yes, this does have a center diff. Oh man, they got that tuned really good. Got an interior with some dudes wearing some white helmets. So, I am going to, I brought this one to some good locations, and I'm gonna bring this one to some different, at least mostly different locations. Being that most likely these cars are gonna drive similar, if you wanna see other locations, I'll link this video in the description, and I'll also have it at the end of this video. Oh, another zip tie. All right, removal of the body should be simple. Even with the magnets, it feels like it'll just pull straight up in the back. Yep, and then push forward, probably. Yes. That is quite a long tongue there, so hopefully, with the size of that, I don't think we're gonna have any issues with the body falling off. Time will tell, but so far, I'm gonna guess that's not gonna happen, at least with regular driving, which not everything we do is gonna be. It also has magnet assist in the rear for holding the body down. Still uses the centered motor, helps with smoothness. Nicely sized hinge pins for the lower control arms. Those are pretty thick. 120 amp ESC, also controllable with the MJX ESC app, so you can change your parameters and your punch. Actually, I'm gonna go in there and do that. Make sure the punch is all the way up. Adjustable gyro right here under the body shell. Full-size servo, adjustable servo saver, adjustable metal-bodied shocks with plastic caps and plastic lower mounts. You can also adjust the lower and the upper position where the shocks are mounted. I don't recall what size motor this is. I will put it on the screen if I'm able to figure it out. So dual fans on the motor, single fan on the ESC. One plug here runs all of the lights on the body. Aluminum tower to tower brace. Also, these secondary braces that go from the towers are metal as well and attached down to the chassis itself. Sway bar links in the front, sway bar links in the rear, adjustable upper camber, and adjustable toe. Where I'm getting lost. That's the rear. Adjustable toe right there. Let's flip that around. My brain can't handle this. Those aluminum hinge pin brackets are nice and thick also. And of course, thick metal axles, thick metal drive shafts, nice pliable plastics, good for durability. I currently have a brand new Arma Quake that you can enter to win. Link in the description for that. It's really great that they tune these center diffs, because I've talked about this before, too many companies don't. They leave it for the consumer to do because, well, I don't know. I don't know if it's cost saving or if they just assume that people are going to want to tune things differently. But there's plenty of people who don't want to touch that stuff. And I get it. I only want to touch it if I have to. I don't mind it, but I'd prefer to be able to get in there and just drive it, open it up, drive it, and it perform really well out of the box, whether I decide to change it or not later anyway. They should be tuned for the general driver. And this model, just like a few others we've had recently, have done that. Good for you, MJX. Now this is 3 and 4S capable. I'm pretty sure that the Citroen I drove on 3S a little bit before I drove it on 4S. So in this video, we're just gonna do 4S the whole time. Let's get this body put back on there, spin up a quick montage of sexiness, and hit the pavement. In the dirt too. Well, it might be mud, because we just got a flash flood today. As you can see, my shop flooded. Ah. All right, speed test first. Keep in mind, this whole video is gonna be 4S. Ooh, they've got this dialed in nice. Straight lines, man, come on. I don't know if it's faster. It feels like I didn't instantly get the, oh man, I wish this was faster feeling like I recall getting on the C3. So for some, it sounds weird, but for some reason it feels faster, but I doubt it is. Maybe it's because this parking lot's smaller. That's probably more like what it is. This parking lot's a little smaller. Well, quite a bit smaller. Oh, man. Whoa. 35. Yeah, so it's probably the exact same as the last one, which I actually got 37 on, but less trigger room here. Now, I already explained my thoughts on this earlier. You know, on road, a little bit more speed is nice, but off-road, it feels like it's pretty much about perfect. If I recall, this comes with a 12 or a 13 tooth pinion, and you can jump it up to a 15. Get more speed out of it, probably get you about 42 if I were to guess. At least most of that rain's dried up. Oh, missed. Big old bump. Yeah, things like this make you wonder. Are people stealing aluminum now and not just copper? I mean, that'll get you 2 cents, if that. Ow, God, I got my foot. Ow, got my foot again. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. Yep, that's right. I raised my rally ramp up some, and that was a beautiful launch. Oh. Because it's so muddy, I decided to keep the street tires on for now. I just had a feeling it would dig into the dirt really bad. I'm gonna do my best to explain it, but seriously, something feels different on pavement with this model. I can't find any real physical differences though. It just feels punchier and like it's sliding better, but I don't know. I think I'm wrong because it doesn't make sense. Now I know this isn't a new location, but this is one of my favorite rally or off-road car locations. And since I've got the street tires on it, it's different enough. I really like driving here. The mix between concrete and dirt is a lot of fun. Street tires perform amazing on this. The other ones I think would be digging in too much. Again, we had a big flash flood yesterday. This here happened a couple miles from me. Wet mud in the mouth. Whoa. Oh man. Street tires on this was a good option. Whoa. Ooh, nice. That was rather elegant. I mean, it's treating the grass exactly like it's treating the dirt. It slides right through it. Oh. Oh man, dude, this is one of my favorite drifts to do. There's a park bench there. Used to be over here. Before that, I think it was over there somewhere. I'm gonna gently slide you out of the way, sir. Whoa, yeah. Oh. Oh, ouch. So there's two places so far that I can think of where I'm gonna fault this car. I'm gonna do a quick donut and then we're gonna go talk about it. Ah, too wide. Hold on, let me start over. Oh. I'm gonna walk you to a trash can in a second, don't worry. Oop. Yep, even like longer grass. Whee! Oh, we're getting some tire smoke. stragglers. That was a bit more than a love tap. All right, I'm gonna show you right here first. You have this relatively large turning radius. Now, I discovered on the last model that that was caused by the gyro. So now I've got the gyro turned all the way down and it turns a whole lot tighter. You just no longer have that gyro helping you out. Man, I'm telling you right now, they drive so easily, and this one has the upper hand for some reason. I think part of it is I do like the looks of this car better. I would, however, like to see something a little more exotic come off the line next. Something a little more aged. I don't know, an old Corolla or an Audi or something we don't see as often. Now, I have some theories on why this one seemed to drive better. I mentioned it a few times. I really think the main thing is on pavement. Where I drove this on pavement was asphalt. So it was a little bit stickier, and also it was a much more open area, making it feel slower, because obviously they're the same speed. Really, this one went slower for me because it was a smaller parking lot. It was more fun. It felt faster, even though it wasn't. A big open parking lot, you're almost like waiting for the car to get to you. I didn't feel that with this one. I'm also going to put these on here in just a minute so we can see what it looks like with the off-road tires and the white wheels. It also looks like they have the camber in the rear adjusted a little bit more negatively, so that might be helping it slide around a little bit better. Plus, again, this parking lot was rockier, gravelier, more slidelier. But that does bring me to my first fault that I'm gonna, not fault, but dislike about the car, and that is the speed. There will probably be times you want it to go a little bit faster. You can put a bigger pinion in it, make it probably go 40, 42. And my second gripe is the gyro being too sensitive at slow speeds. Like I just showed you, it has too large of a turning circle, and you have to pretty much turn the gyro almost all the way off to make that go away. You only really feel that when you're driving slow and trying to actually like turn the car around. Because when going fast, it'll kick the rear end out so easily it's not a problem. I also just realized I forgot to check the ESC parameters. So I'll do that right now and see where it's set. And removing this body has made me remember also that the body did not ever pop off on us. It stayed on the whole time. Because of this angle right here, it's easier to lift the front of the vehicle up and then it slides right in place. Awesomely awesome. Punch level is on 7 out of 8, so we can make it a little bit more punchy. Now the car crashed quite a bit. Everything looks 100% perfect. And the thing that's really surprising me is where I slid into that park bench. The only damage on the body is this tiny little split right here. No cracks up here, and no cracks over here. That was a pretty hard hit. Yeah, that looks really good with the white tires. I should reshoot my thumbnail, but I'm not going to. Links in the description to all your favorite places, well, at least some of them, where you can buy this thing.